Only 2 rounds remain in the Motorcycle Superstore Women's Motocross Championship. Here's your coverage from the penultimate round at Steel City in Delmont, Pennsylvania. Moto 1, Ashley Fiolek grabs the whole shot, but a quick challenge from the Lucas Oil Troy Lee Honda of Tarah Gieger, the number 5 of Mariana Balby, and the 1 of Jessica Patterson in tow. And how about this? Gieger on her game today is going to take the lead from Fiolek. Gieger admits she's a little bit better on this technical type of stuff as opposed to just letting it all hang out in the sand and rough at some of the other events this year. But then quickly, Jessica Patterson would get by both to take the lead. Patterson needed to score maximum points and hoped that something would go wrong for Fiolek, who held a 30-point lead on her coming into this race. It almost happened. Fiolek makes a mistake and loses some ground. She goes back to 3rd behind Balby, and here comes the Kawasaki rider, number 4, Vicky Golden, looking to steal more positions away. We got Jacqueline Strong coming through next to challenge Fiolek, but then Balby would make a mistake, and both riders would move forward. That would put Fiolek into 3rd and Strong in 4th. And Gieger, you don't hear this very often, ends up being Jessica Patterson's best friend because she cost Fiolek 2 championship points by holding on to the number 2 spot. As for Patterson, the DNA Shred Stick Star Racing Yamaha rider picked up where she left off. She won the 2nd moto last week in Southwick. She's going to win the 1st moto here at Steel City. That DNF in the 1st Southwick moto has cost her dearly in the standings. She's ready for Moto 2, and Gieger lined up right next to her. A couple of the other stars in the WMX series. Patterson hoping that some of them can get between her and Fiolek in this 2nd moto. Once the gate dropped, it was Patterson out front again with Gieger right there and Fiolek in 3rd. Here's Golden trying to run them down for the number 4 position. Gieger was definitely feeling racy today. Not only did she put a little bit of distance between herself and Fiolek, but she was going after Patterson and keeping the heat on. Definitely the best race of the year for the number 3. Look at how chewed up these tracks are, these final motos of the day. All the 250 and 450 motos have already been run. This track was beat up. That didn't stop the best of the women's motocross tour from really pushing the pace. Fiolek staying right with Gieger, Gieger staying with Patterson. Only late in the moto was Patterson able to slip away. Behind the top 3, a great battle for 4th between Golden on the Kawasaki and the Moto Concepts Yamaha of Balby. Balby eventually would make the move here on the number 5 to take over the 4th place spot. Balby would eventually pull away, and our focus would go toward the front, where Gieger would go down and lose the number 2 position to Fiolek. No stopping Patterson. She goes 1-1 on the day. Doesn't make up too much ground over Fiolek, who goes 3-2. Gieger goes 2-3. Fiolek has a 22-point lead heading into the finale at Pala next weekend. We'll see if Patterson can pull it off, or if Fiolek is looking at championship number 3. And of course, there's Gieger, always there to play the role of spoiler. There are the results from Steel City. We'll catch you this weekend from California.